good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Tonight is another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Tonight we're taking place at Riker's Bar.
The Emerald Mother is about average. It's about an average night for it. Semi-busy, but not, killer crowds or anything. It is, as usual, filled with the more supernatural citizens of the city. Bosco is standing near the front, guarding and making sure nobody who's not supposed to get in is getting in. Uh, for those who are not aware, he is a large, angry, hairy Russian man. He's typically wearing flannel, has a giant beard, and stands about 6'7". So make of that what you will.
As for my character, I guess I'll go next. Instead of walking in, I'm already at the bar, and I'm over at the end with what looks like a really tall drink and a piece of glass with a disassembled pen, as well as a lot of different parts. And my character is just in slacks and a white jacket that goes all the way to, well, his calves.
I guess I'll go next unless you want to go next. Chris?
I'll let you go next because my intro, it will be the most interesting.
Alright. So you see a about middling height woman with a waist-length black hair walk in. She's wearing a trench coat over a black dress, or red dress, I'm sorry, that goes about halfway down her calf. And she also has a scarf around her neck. She walks in, looks around, kind of looks a bit confused, and heads over to the bar and sits down. She is appearance 4, by the way.
Well, man of very average appearance. He looks to be Australian descent. Will basically walk into the bar, or walk to the entrance of the bar. Notable for Foscal because he's the bouncer. This guy has on one hip a pistol and the other hip a police badge for Hong Kong PD.
Well, since Tiger is taken up at the moment, I will... Are you taking up Tiger? Yeah, he's gone. I will take notice.
Tiger seems to be frozen. We probably need to wait for Tiger because he is the bouncer.
Well, you're also wearing a police badge, so he isn't necessarily going to do much other than tell you to keep your weapon holstered, probably.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I could tell he was about to say something.
Tiger's not frozen, Chris. It's just on your computer. He actually walked away.
Yeah, he's not even standing in front of his computer right now. He walked away.
Oh, okay. Well then,
yeah,
I guess we'll...
You got a phone call. It's on the phone, and then he just...
Oh.
So he's off the screen somewhere.
Yeah, okay, I see him. He's walking back to his computer, I think.
He was. Now he's not.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll let Charles interact while we wait for Tiger.
At that point, since the bouncer is otherwise distracted with some unruly patrons over in the corner, I will get up and walk over and greet you. Afternoon, officer. What brings you to this part of the town? And I will lock the door, preventing you from trying to enter.
Tiger, do you need me to give the intro again for you?
No, I caught it. I was just mom called and then I had to break up a fight between my dogs.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Yeah, we're just waiting on you.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Okay, so Dude Man walked to the bar.
No. He walked in.
He walked in, and I was letting you know that he's got on his hip, because you're the bouncer and basically at the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
One hip is a pistol, and the other hip is a Hong Kong PD badge.
Okay, so I guess Bosco would stop him and say, "Good evening, officer.
Good evening.
Are you here on business or?"
No, not here on business tonight.
Then enjoy yourself.
All right. And I guess he'll, step inside and.
Actually, while he's talking, Bosco's gonna do a little worm detecting
Okay.
just to be sure.
Be sure that I'm not a worm creature.
Yeah.
And first, after he gets done, since I'm standing right next to Bosco, after I was done, just tell me what I see.
Oh, well, no successes, so I have no clue.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's see, Charles, under Prime Site, nope. Mind, yep, got a mind, definitely got a mind.
What type of
Just a regular mind.
Mind Sight
I mean-
1, or Mind 1 does let you do auras, just BT dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auras, lines, just give me the whole shaboodle. Like, are you intelligent? Are you wormy? Are you evil? Are you
Well,
murderous?
as far as aura goes, the most notable thing in his aura is mixed in with the blue is the shimmering aura of gold.
Shit, I don't know that one. Off the top of my head.
Most people don't.
Are you playing Moomy?
No. Then under matter sight, he's not dead, so doesn't apply. Yeah, but he's not carrying anything magical. He's got a normal brain. Zora is blue, which is calm, and then there's that aura of gold. In
Anything unusual on him, like gunpowder or anything? Gunpowder.
No.
Okay. I look back up at Bosco and say, "Yeah, he's good. He's not of the exotic type."
Bosco will nod and wave him in.
Yeah, so Brent will wander in and head over to the bar. And,
I'll go back. I'll go back to my seat and sit down and start fiddling with my what looks like to be a pin.
Yeah, at the bar he'll order he'd order Dr. Pepper and rum. Yeah.
Well, while you're at the bar, you'll notice a pale woman watching you from the bar. She's like, not intense scrutiny, but you notice she keeps glancing back in your direction and seems to be intent on watching what you're doing.
Mine or Chris's character?
Chris's character.
Yeah. Yeah, being a police officer in Rikers Bar after, police raid just a couple weeks ago looks kind of odd, doesn't it? while he's sipping on his Dr. Pepper and rum, we'll be
Oh,
kind of looking around, mostly just kind of
great.
seeing what's happening, kind of looks like he's almost keeping tabs on everyone, to be
Yeah,
honest.
well, that makes sense for your character's background. Got it. I understand, Chris. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although most people that haven't encountered it before have no fucking clue the first time they see that.
I sure as shit got nothing.
I know, right?
Like, I looked up what the gold meant, and but
Yeah.
That's giving it
Yeah.
away.
still doesn't tell me much.
It told me a lot.
Well, it tells you a lot out of character, at least.
Yeah, in character and not so much.
The fact that Ari doesn't ever give me auras should clue you into something, guys. What do you see? Well, I see a wall.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I'm about,
Mm,
just for laughs and giggles, I'm going to be making a couple rolls. Just to keep things
man.
interesting.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
oh, jeez.
How come all of you duck and cover whenever I say that? It's not like I'm about to make the bar explode. Jeez.
I don't know. You're a mage making rolls.
Yeah, the last time someone else semi-affiliated with the technocracy walked in this place, it was inhospitable for a while.
Well, isn't this technically okay? Is Riker's freehold above the bar, or is the bar
Yes.
part of the freehold?
It's above. It's in a separate part from the no.
That'd be really bad if you're using magic in the middle of his freehold.
Yeah,
that'd be.
Ow? Who said that?
I'm sorry, I had a 3-year-old thinking he was a big boy.
I see. You and your 3-year-olds, Joey.
I'm sorry, I have to take care of my children somehow.
Hey, Chris. I'm making something, so that would be intelligent hypertech, correct?
Depends on what you're making.
Men in Black. One of the most common items in Men in Black.
Technically, making that would be Arete and require a crap load of successes.
Going to ritual, son.
Yeah, I guess that's what I can do.
Do you realize how long that would take you, Charles? And
Yeah.
do you have your tools on you?
Yes, actually I do.
You have your entire lab set on you?
I
All
have,
your random gadgets?
I have most of my tools
You-
on. And I'm just wanting to get the gadget started.
Come on, Charles. We all know that you're spending like 10 hours a day researching. Come on now. You don't have free time. What are you talking about?
No, I have free time now. It's after the 7th.
Yeah, remember your free time's coding? Anyways,
Yep.
vaccine.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, about the time you've done.
Is that a halo on your aura, or is it just gold?
Gold.
It's not all gold, it's tinged in gold, as he originally described it.
Yep. Man, I'd have to hunt it down.
It's on page 507, Chris, in the Mage book.
Yeah, well, there's multiple different charts. Oh, you care more about the one in the Mage book, which is what I care more about too.
So yeah, I'm just
Because we all know the Mage book is more correct than anyone else.
Because mages.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, well,
Dinner, I
according to
laughed
the
at
Mage
your
book,
joke. Are you happy now?
well, according to the Mage book, technically my aura is filled with both gold and white.
Okay.
go screw yourself.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I'll look up to the vampire and the. Are you a vampire, Joey, or are you just a ghoul?
She's just a ghoul. She's almost as powerful as a 13th gen. She's just a ghoul, though. So she doesn't have aspects or anything fun like that yet.
Okay. Chris, what would that look like with Aura Sense?
Well, yeah, not really anything that you would recognize.
The
Like-
only thing I can think of is you're an imbued, and that wouldn't really make sense because it's not the correct aura.
Ghouls technically, if they're bondable, there is science that can detect that a person is fully bloodbound to someone. Simply because that kind of mind influencing wumbo jumbo is kind of noticeable. But if you're an unbondable ghoul, good luck.
Yeah, she's fully bloodbound.
Okay, so I would know you were a ghoul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that he's not or that she's not human.
Well, she's
Per se.
human. She just also has extra bits.
Well, technically, you would actually notice it with the mind as basically there's a super powerful mind effect that's making her in love with someone that's not here.
Yep, and I would also know that I've seen it around a couple of other times, especially more propensively around the vampires. I know, I just messed
Yeah.
up. So shh. So yeah, I would start talking to your character, Joey. Actually,
Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?
I would order your character a drink.
She'll look you up and down. Sorry, I can't see. What appearance is your character?
Ew. It's parents too.
She'll kind of look you up and down, and you know she has a very predatory kind of nature around her. Like, it's barely discernible, but it's there. And she'll accept the drink that you ordered.
Yeah. All the while you're looking me up and down, I just continue dabbling with the silver pen.
Yeah, she's not gonna even notice the pen. I think she's like perception too, so she won't notice. Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, well, okay. Okay, I guess, yeah. I guess that would make sense, though, with what you were showing us.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah, Celine will go, so, what's your name? And she's talking to Nick.
Oh, I'm Nick. What's yours?
Celine, and she says it, like, very slow and drawn out.
Celine. Beautiful name. I swear I've heard it before.
It was very typical in ancient Greek mythology.
That's probably where I've heard it. Did a little bit of studying in ancient Greek.
An interesting culture, to be sure.
Yeah. So what brings you here tonight?
I heard this place was a good area to meet some of the more interesting clientele of the bars in the city.
At that point, I will put the pin down and cover it with my hands and kind of just look at you. Interesting clientele, eh?
Yeah, out of character, she doesn't know that this is a mostly supernatural bar, so she's trying to be as roundabout as she can. So she'll go, yeah, some of the more interesting clientele. She'll kind of just say it just very, very fine, like with finality, if that makes any sense.
Well, what are your hobbies? Who do you like? What do you like?
She'll kind of sit there and she'll take a napkin and a pencil and a pen out of her pocket and start doodling. Well, I own a bookshop and that takes up a lot of my time. Don't really have much time for other hobbies.
Running a bookshop? Well, what type of books do you typically sell? Fiction, nonfiction, Gregor
Well, I sell all kinds, and she gives you a big toothy smile.
Right. Well, maybe we should talk about it a little later. So,
that can be arranged.
are you from around here?
No, I'm from the U.S. Moved here when I was little, though.
U.S. The place that has all those different states, and it's so confusing. My parents are from there, or at least I'm told they were.
I don't remember much of it, but from what I remember, it was a pretty interesting place.
Yeah, I've heard stories, and I know a couple of people that are from there. I work for a big corporation, and some of the employees are from the United States, so they have.
Oh, what corporation would this be?
Um. Sorry, I forgot. Out of character.
Okay, that's fine. You can just say the name, insert name here, and just it's not super vital.
I work for the Ministry of the State Security.
Ah, security. So, I'm guessing you weren't too happy about that incident with the military vehicle getting stolen and taken for a joyride.
I haven't actually heard about that yet.
Yes, I heard it was on the news. I thought everybody had heard about it by now.
Well, my work keeps me a little cloistered sometimes. I'm not actually with security. I am with a group of scientists that are, how do I put it, developing the technologies of tomorrow.
And she kind of says it with a bit of, not really disdain, but kind of just like, oh, you're one of those types, is the way she kind of says
it. I sort of just cough and say, yeah, but, the council keeps me in check sometimes, so.
The council?
Yeah, the people I work for.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
At this point, another bouncer will show up to relieve Bosco, and he'll just go sit at the bar. So suddenly there's a Rage 5 Grawl at the bar, guys.
Rage 5?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so that'd be enough where we'd notice, right?
I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't because Mage. I don't know how
Okay.
it works with whatever the fuck Chris is playing.
Actually, even if I wasn't mage, I still wouldn't notice.
Oh yeah, because kinfolk bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Celine's already encountered it, but I don't know if it still affects her. But if it does, then she'd definitely be looking at Bosco with some interest.
Dev, you met my
Rage actually only affects. It only affects mortals. Any supernaturals are unaffected. So.
What
Okay,
about
so even a ghoul would be unaffected.
Yeah, ghouls are unaffected. I know kinanes are unaffected, which are the kin to changelings.
Yeah, she's
So-
kinane, so she's fine.
Yeah, you're good. You're golden.
All right,
Okay.
but that would have actually been nice to know because she had an encounter with a Rage 8 shifter the other day. That didn't
Well-
end up so well for her.
Well, the curse isn't going to affect her, but the fact that there's a werewolf right there might.
Well, she was in Hamid, though. It was walks through the ashes, so she was in Hamid, not in full Krynos.
Yeah, other supernaturals can still, like most partials, you can fill it, but they don't take the penalties for it.
All right, so she'll
it's
she'll
kinda
be
like-
looking at Bosco.
Creepy-tastic, but it's like being next to a vampire, kind of creepy-tastic.
Okay. Yeah, she's watching Bosco now.
So have you met my good friend Bosco? Well, I mean, we're not really good friends, but I know him from the bar. Yeah. He
Because
seems
we all
like
know a vampire's beast is just Rage 1. Because werewolves gain 1 rage whenever you use Animalism 5 to make them eat your beast. It's just like, oh, I gained a rage. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Anyway,
I've forgotten your name in character. I am so out of character. Sorry,
Celine.
Celine. Bosco, this is Celine. Celine, Bosco. She said she's looking for some interesting people, and how'd you put it, Celine?
Out of character. I actually don't remember how I put it, so.
And as far as when Bosco sits down at the bar, while Brent will kind of glance over at Bosco when he sits at the bar, he won't shy away from Bosco or anything.
okay.
Like, no fucks given.
Do I have to make a roll for that, Chris?
For what?
Perception.
Yeah, I guess you could roll like perception alertness or perception empathy. Probably
To
perception
see the
empathy.
to see the lack of giving a shit.
Yeah. Brett doesn't care that when Bosco sits down. Like, he doesn't respond to Bosco's rage at all.
Well, I find that weird.
The benefits of having high willpower, probably.
Because rage only affects you if the rage is higher than your willpower.
I find that weird because most humans would kind of be shying away at this point. I don't know a lot about werewolves, but I do know that this is a mind-like effect that he's putting off that would scare people away or make them really upset.
But as hey Tiger, as Boss Scout, you know about 66% of the population would shy away from you just due to your rage.
Yeah, I know. That's why he stays in the brothel and far away from everybody else. Or when he has to, in his umbral glade.
Yeah.
Or I guess right now he's rooming with a werewolf, but, you know.
Well, Selena's watching Bosco with her head tilted to the side. She isn't ignoring Nick, but her focus definitely shifted.
Bosco
And puns.
will just look at her and say, Good evening. Or, good evening.
She'll look like she didn't understand what you just said.
Bosco will just kind of shrug his shoulders and order a drink.
Yeah. About this point, Brent would order a glass of tea. Well, actually, he would order a cup of tea and be a little bit offended when they probably give him iced tea.
You notice Celine is drinking, if I can talk, straight whiskey.
And, when he gets given the iced tea, he'll clarify that he means hot tea, preferably green. I think the Emerald Mother will serve him tea. Oh man, tea.
They serve Michael tea, but Michael's also 13.
Yeah.
They serve Michael anything. Well, they'll serve Michael beer if he asks, won't they?
I mean, probably we are in Hong Kong,
Yeah, good point.
but Michael's
Celine's
Michael,
just sipping
so...
her whiskey and she looks back at Nick, so, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted there for a minute.
Oh, I was just wondering if you had met Bosco.
No, I haven't, but I think I've met some people he might know.
Okay. Mind to elaborate on that? I'm pretty sure he knows a lot of people. Like, everybody that walks through those doors.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Fang, or what was it? Can't remember the name, because out of character I actually can't remember the name, but it's the were cougar, I believe, on the sept. That or it's the were cheetah.
It's the word cheetah. It's a... I don't remember what his Hamid name is, but... It's like... The name probably doesn't help much. Should be a dead giveaway.
But at the name of Fang, I would perk up and say, yeah, I know Fang. I've ran with him a couple of times. Well, worked with him, I should say.
I'm going to be rolling perception alertness to kind of listen in on y'all, just so you know.
Okay. No, I know Fang.
Do you know
That's a success.
she'll kind of think she's trying to pull up names. I'm trying to think if she's met anyone else. Have you met someone by the name of Dextra?
Yes.
Dextra Silvers?
No.
Ah, interesting.
I would not hang around her.
She's okay company sometimes.
Niet.
She just goes back to drinking her whiskey.
I said sometimes.
Niet.
Are you saying that I'm not good company either?
Niet. I'm saying that you're wrong in your opinion of her.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can never trust those Tremere usurpers.
Yeah, we met the other day in a computer store. She was actually purchasing something.
Yes, she did seem very much the technological type.
Yeah, which is why I fancied an interest in her for a moment. I just wanted to know what she knew and trade ideas, you know. Me being a builder, and I'll nod to my pen that I'm working on.
She'll look at it and then kind of just she doesn't seem very interested in it. And you notice by now she's finished over half of her whiskey.
So what are you drawing?
You'll look and it's an eye. And she'll go, I don't know, I've just been having the urge to draw this. And you see she's starting to work on another eye to below it and slightly to the left of it. I've just been having the urge to draw eyes lately.
Okay.
Like actual.
And it is like, can see, it is actually like the body part and eye.
It's strange, but whatever floats your boat, I suppose.
I've seen Stranger. Then again, I've also seen people go off the deep end, but, This,
Ah,
well, if you know what's causing it or why, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you with it.
Yes, by now she's finished the second eye and has started a third eye, and they're making a triangle. Alright, I guess I'll do that.
Oh, excuse me.
If any of you have vampire lore, you can probably roll it and see what she's drawing.
why would I ever have vampire lore?
I don't know, Nick might.
I don't.
All Bosco needs to know about vampires is that they need to die.
Sorry, my vampire lore is everything that you guys have told me.
Out of character, Nick or Charles, if someone's given you the basics of vampires, then you have vampire lore 1. You don't have to spend points on it or anything.
Technically, they haven't even sat me down with the basics. It's like, oh, I'm Tremere, and yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I know vampires, I know they burn in sunlight, and that's about all I know.
Yeah. Okay.
You see her start scribbling out the drawing she just made, and she starts drawing a rose next to it. And she seems very interested in her artwork. She's kind of not listening to me as much, Nick.
I probably could roll an intelligence enigmas roll to get the first one, by the way. Maybe.
You can try, but that would probably be like a lore 3 something, because it's not exactly a common symbol.
Yeah, then never mind then.
The second one you probably could, though, because that's far more common. You actually probably would have seen it on some of the kindred in the city.
I see 1 success. Maybe.
2?
Yep.
You know it's a clan symbol of some sort. You're probably not sure which, but it's one of the ones that aren't really involved in the battlefield very often.
Okay. I've seen it around, so it's like, huh.
Is that out of character? She's drawing the Salubri and the Toreador symbols. She just isn't sure why.
Yeah, I've seen that in a place where I work. Do you happen to know where you have gotten these symbols? The symbols before?
And she kind of shakes her head. No, I think it's from a dream or something.
Strange dreams, huh? Okay. Yeah, and I'll reach down in my pocket and I'll hand you something. And I'll say, if you let me, why don't you play with this, and it might help you figure out what that dream means.
Alright, and she'll take it and she'll start drawing with it. Now, is this a talisman or something?
It's a iPad.
Okay.
It's just an iPad, and it's open to a specific, it's open to your web browser, and it's deciphering your dreams or something.
Okay. She'll drain the last of her whiskey, and it was like about a pint or so. She's a heavy drinker, so. And she'll set the thing down, she'll start messing with the iPad, and she's kind of like, just kind of messing with it.
Yeah, as you start messing with it, I will start playing around with my little device on my arm, and to everybody that's around me, it'll start humming really quietly.
By the way, if you're
Uh,
trying to read her thoughts, she's under the effect of very powerful dominate. So she honestly has no idea why she knows why these symbols are in her brain. So she's not lying or anything.
Yeah.
She just honestly
Yeah.
doesn't know because it was wiped
Yes,
from her
sir.
memory.
Bosco,
since you're using magic, I'm gonna make my awareness roll. Well, no successes. You're in luck.
continue on then. Bosco's gonna look at Charles or at Nick. I'm sorry, and he'll ask him, "Why is that humming?"
I'm connected to, and I am connected, and I'll tap the device to a program that will help sort out some of her unconscious thoughts and subliminal desires, and just get a feel for what's going on as she goes and runs through this test that I've set up for her.
Interesting program. Okay.
Does she need to roll anything?
You can roll awareness as well.
Can somebody roll me? No dice. Never mind. Because I thought I had awareness, but it turns out I don't.
Awareness is one of those ones you can roll without
Yeah.
any dice in
So,
it.
what's your perception, and I'll roll it.
Perception is yes, 2.
Okay. Looks like 2 successes here. A 6 and a 10.
Okay.
Dear God.
There's something funky going on here.
I did ask you before I started, so it's not like I'm just trying to pry into your head.
Yeah.
Without you knowing.
I'm not. You probably need like Mind 3 or something to just rest through it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not
I
a
do.
mage player, so.
I do have Mind 3.
Okay.
Ouch. And I will burn a willpower.
So you don't botch.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and burn another willpower.
Going to ritual.
Yeah. So it's just going to be a couple of minutes while we check this test. And one more for good measure, and I'm spending a third willpower.
I actually have to leave pretty soon, like within 5 minutes I gotta go, so I'm just gonna exit Celine really quick.
Alright.
Because I have obligations to attend to.
Anyway, got
Yay, obligations.
6 successes to dig around in your mind to dominate.
Yeah, she's bloodbound to someone who's very, very powerful. I'm not sure how much exactly you'd get, like what exact information you'd get, but you know that for sure.
Well, I think he was looking into basically the dominate command. So really, it's a question of how many successes they have on that dominate that's implanted in you that you don't know about.
You'd have to talk to Will about that. I don't know how much he did for that.
Okay, that's a talk to plot. Got it. I'll make sure Charles talks to plot.
Anyways, as you complete the test, I say, well, I've gotten a lot, and I'll hand you a card and say, get back to me later, and I'll have compiled the result.
Alright, and she'll thank you, and she's actually going to stand up and take her leave, because I need to go get on the floor, so thanks. It was fun, guys. I will be around within the next 2 weeks, so bye.
Bye.
Bye, Joey.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So, Brent will be, drinking his tea, and at this point would be playing on his phone. Oh man, playing on a phone.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, police officers on a phone. How many people are scared?
considering that I could probably shut it down really quick if I wanted to, I'm not.
And Bosco just crush it, worst comes to worst.
Oh, right.
So Bosco, how have you been recently? Have you had any problems of late?
There was the whole thing with Adam, but that seems to have been sorted out.
No.
It really hasn't been a whole lot. There's all that business at the island, but I don't know if you've been informed of that.
No, I haven't. But then again, um, I don't think we need to talk business at pleasure, right?
Ah, it's true.
Brent will actually lock the screen of his phone. Oh. Well, on the topic of business and pleasure, though, do you know why this place was raided a couple weeks ago?
Ah, Mr. Lynch allowed the local SWAT team to use it as a training ground.
Oh, okay.
Out of character, that was totally the story Dextra sent to the news people and everything, so...
Yeah, I know. Out of character.
Okay. And Bosco would have been informed of it, because he works there.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you know all about that incident, sir?
Oh, not much. Just transferred in and heard about it, so I thought I'd come check out the place.
Ah, okay. Well, you'd be the perfect source to know about all of these training programs.
Yeah, well, maybe eventually.
So where are
Still-
you from?
Well, before here I lived in Japan.
I guess that explains the thing then.
Yeah, spent most of my life there, so.
Well, what brought you here?
Oh. Job opportunity. Looked promising. Looked interesting, and so I decided to take the job offer.
Okay.
This makes sense.
Chris, out of character, are you employed with anybody that I know about?
I'm employed by the Hong Kong PD. So I'm straight up a police officer, guys. Well, detective.
Have you had anybody that have been unusual come through recently, or have you met anybody that's unusual?
Well, can't say it's particularly so yet. Also kind of depends on what you mean by unusual. I mean, I lived in Tokyo. Unusual can be kind of normal too sometimes, depending on the kind of unusual you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty much asking that. What is your form of unusual?
Depends on the day. Depends on the day.
Oh. Sorry, I'm literally trying to think of safe for mortal things to talk about. Do you know about any connections with the State Department? Or do you have any connections with the State Department?
Can't say that I particularly do.
Okay.
Why?
If you do, just let me know, okay? I would like to know if you know any of my friends, or the people that I work with.
Well, I can keep an eye out. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick what?
Trebuchet.
Nick Trebuchet. Okay. I'm Brent McKenzie.
Nice to meet you, Brent.
Old school crystal.
Pleasure.
Likewise.
You know, he'll drink some more of his hot tea.
Yeah. And you see me pull out a card, and Tiger, you'll notice that it's not like any of the other cards I've given to the other supernatural.
Okay.
It's a plain white card with business information on it.
What kind of white? Are we talking like eggshell white?
Creme de la creme.
Is it are the letters pushed in slightly, indented or whatever?
No, they're kind of sticking out a little bit. They're kind of indented. It looks like a normal business card.
Okay. Sorry, I
Well-
had to go American Psycho for a second.
Well, the other ones
Alright.
are blue and white lettering and kind of glossy. This one's just plain white paper with black lettering. Yeah, and I'll hand you my card, Chris. Or
Okay. And Brent will accept it. But, he'll offer you a business card, but what language do you can you read and write?
I can't read or write Japanese.
Yeah. You don't even understand what's written on it then. Sorry, I haven't gotten any new ones for here yet.
Oh, that's okay. Whenever I get home, I have a very comprehensive translation software that I can plug this into. Don't worry. And I'll stick it in one of my many pockets.
Be right back, guys.
Alright.
Okay.
You wanna go night?
Are you enjoying everything, Jesse? I don't think he's here, Chris.
I don't think so either.
Words. Feel free to start a conversation, Chris.
Oh, he doesn't really intend to, mostly.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Sorry, I know I'm being the all-American over here, but I'm just trying to be engaging and trying not to let the scene just die a horrible death. I'm trying to, have things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Bosco, how's the family doing?
Pardon? And he'll actually raise a slight eyebrow at Nick.
I'm trying to think of the other shifters' names, and I can't think of any of them besides Fang.
Out of character, because you've met the main character, right? You've met a few of them.
Yeah, I've met a few of them in character.
You could probably get Ashley, and that would get Bosco's cogs a moving.
Yeah. So I just start listing off the names that I know, and I guess I'll slip on Ashley.
Okay. Oh, sorry. It has been very difficult times. As far as I know, they're doing well. There's that whole business with us cleaning up the island, but
Well, I hope restoration efforts go over well.
uh, I hope the same.
Yeah. I hope you guys finally managed to get that housing and stuff set up.
It will be difficult, but it is doable.
Did you clean out all the pack rats and all the leechers and stuff and the people hanging around there?
As far as I'm aware, but they always seem to be a few lurking in the crevices.
Well, if you'd like me to go in there with some of the heavier artillery, I could probably do it for you.
Yet. Well, I'm sure once you were done, there would be no more island left for us to reclaim.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Still, be nice to be accepted back into some of my extended cousins. You know what I mean? I haven't had the chance to talk with them yet.
Have you found out what happened to your parents?
No, I haven't, but I have a pretty good idea of what has happened. But I don't know where they are or if they're still alive even.
Well, I wish you the most of luck.
Well, thank you. Hopefully I find them.
He'll take a long drink after saying that.
I'll pick up my frou-frou drink and sip it. The noise.
So, Brent, you said you were new in town, huh?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Hong Kong. I hope your stay here is an enjoyable one.
No, hopefully it is. Hopefully it's enjoyable and fairly productive.
I hope for your sake that you keep that. I hope for your sake that you stay safe and know your limits.
Is it particularly dangerous to be a police officer around here?
Sometimes.
No more or less dangerous than it is to be a police officer anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. I've been hearing about these riots over in the Americas about their police officers killing people, so I wish you the best and hope you don't have that sort of situation. You said you were in investigative work, correct?
Yes, police detective.
What are you investigating in particular over here? Or just job transfer?
Job transfer.
Okay. Have you had any leads or any open investigations come up recently? Or I'm pretty sure you can't talk about them.
Sorry. Can't say either way.
Fair enough. Can't really discuss my work in the State Department either, so I can understand that.
Hospital now, and just the bouncer work is also very secretive. You think
Yes.
I'm joking?
Yes, Bosco, we all agree. The shady back. Behind the bar deals you do. And at that, I'll just laugh and chuckle.
So you laugh, but you would die to know some of the very high-profile clientele I have personally thrown out of this place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, with a little digging, I am pretty sure I would know all of them.
Would you? Would you really?
Or at least a good few.
Because we don't keep a database of that, Nick. It is all mouth to mouth. If you'll pardon the expression.
I understand. I'm just good at finding things out.
Isn't the word by word of mouth?
I apologize, English is not my first language.
Yeah. It isn't mine either, but the people I grew up with spoke it pretty well, so I kind of picked it up as a easy second language.
Well, my parents spoke English, so English was used primarily at the house, while Japanese was used outside of the house and with friends.
I grew up on a Russian farm, so there was not much reason for me to learn English until recently.
Yeah. Oh. Meow meow, I'm out of stuff to say. By the way, Chris, just to remind you, because I know we live together, my character does look vaguely cat-like.
Okay.
And your character, for all intents and purposes, can't tell if he can tell. Always believes that my character is telling the truth. So whatever my character says, you get the feeling like, yeah, he must be right.
Well, right up until I start making my perception empathy rolls.
Nope, not even then.
Perfect liar.
Perfect liar just reduces the diff.
Does it?
He can lie through his teeth at a reduced diff. I can still try to make the roll.
I would have to pull up that book.
What book is it? Guide to the Technocracy?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And maybe I have infernalism. Does that count?
All.
The book. I have infernalism. The book.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
No, I don't have infernalism as a character.
Go ahead and tell that to Arthur and Jason and see how long
okay,
they last.
it states in game terms, most casual deceptions succeed automatically. Subtract 2 from the difficulty of any roll that involves fooling someone with something important, or about something important.
Okay.
So, this merit will not foil mind magic or reading or other forms of mystic truth-seeking, but will deceive any mundane detection, like body language or lie detectors.
Yeah.
So, if you're lying about something important, then I can make the roll. But casual lies, yeah.
Define important. Like, no, the house isn't on fire, and the house is clearly on fire behind me.
I don't think he'd even have to roll for that. Because honestly, he can just look behind you and see that, yes, actually the house is in fact on fire.
Yeah, I know, right?
So that's kind of a bad example.
No, it's just some really good Hollywood effects. It's a lot of flash powder and lighting. It looks like it's on fire. Trust me, it's not on fire. And that smoke you see, all simulated.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what do you do in your free time, Brent? Sorry.
No. Depends on the day. Still getting into new habits here. New patterns.
What are your old habits and patterns?
Again, depends on the day. I mean, it kind of does depend on what's happening that day, what's happening in your life around that time. What you want to do in your, well, free time.
You sound like a very chaotic person. Do you
Wouldn't
live?
say chaotic so much as, well, person has to have a diversified set of interests. Do they not?
Sometimes.
So, I would agree.
Sometimes it's better to focus on one interest and be really good at it than spread thin between a lot.
I guess to each their own. But learning new things is half the fun is finding the information.
Yeah, I'm not saying that learning new things is bad, just it's great to have a select few that you're really good at. Now,
Out of character. If everyone here knew everybody else was supernatural, this would be a lot more interesting and not just us trying to be regular dudes when none of us are regular dudes.
unfortunately, from everything that I've gathered from Chris's character, he is immortal.
Yeah, none of us have any way of knowing that anyone else is, irregular.
So to me, other than the gold aura, he's completely mortal. That's slightly depressed.
No, that's not what it means.
No, blue is calm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry, calm devotion. My bad, thinking of a different one. Depressed isn't actually on here though, so.
Yeah, it is. Depression is the last thing on the list from age 20.
Really? What page? Oh, never mind.
It's
Gray.
great. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Gosh, Charles.
Oh, I saw sadness and that's silver. I just saw uncertainty and I didn't see depression.
Yeah.
So I tend to go to the temple a lot. And I've forgotten the character's name again, Chris. Brent.
Brent.
It says it in the overlay.
What?
No, what temple?
The temple where the council meetings are usually held. but I don't say that. I just say the temple's name. I go to Blah Temple. Yeah,
Okay.
they have some pretty interesting religious ceremonies that go on there. Not a practitioner myself, but I do like to learn and respect other people's ideas.
And it's the Manmo Temple, or yeah, Manmo Temple. Chongguan Manmo.
Bosco's just gonna kind of give Nick a look.
What? It's one of the few temples I actually go to.
He's gonna continue giving him the look.
I'm not a big fan of the Christian stuff from overseas that they have. Seems a little bit too pushy for me.
He continues giving him the look. You have an angry Russian man staring you down. How do you feel?
Worse, you have an angry Russian man with rage staring you down.
And he is not blinking. He's sitting there drinking straight vodka, not blinking, staring you in the eye, and he's clearly displeased.
To give excuse to my behavior and why I said it, it is a very popular temple where a lot of mortals go. And I mean a lot.
Bosco's still gonna give you that look.
So where do you like to go, Bosco? Or where do you like to go on your free time?
I like being in nature. I like to go to the nature reserves. I like to go hiking.
There's an observatory not too far from here. That's another place where I like to go.
If Jason was here, he'd be giving you the look now.
Is the observatory a public place?
I know it's the chantry for the Order of Hermes, so they probably have it on lock.
Okay, then if it's not, I'm only listing public places. So if it's not,
Technically, the observatory is public, or it has a public part.
yeah, I also go to the local park. I participated with a friend in a ceremony. It was very nice. I'm not quite sure what type of religion it was or religious ceremony it was. Pagan, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about Arthur?
Yeah. We did a ceremony in the park. That was really fun and interesting. Just seeing different sides of things.
He is a good man.
Yeah, I haven't seen otherwise.
Finally, you mentioned a company I can approve of.
Well, surprised you don't approve of Pelagia.
I have no problem with Pelagia. But she is also a child.
Ah, that is true. Exactly. Yep. Why is she let in the bar, anyways?
Hong Kong.
Ah, still strange to see young children mixed in the company of adults.
Plus, Riker is friends with her father. He would not allow anything to happen to her under this house. Or roof. Whichever.
Now, I guess being friends with the owner sure makes it easier to get in. Ah, she has a vivid imagination, though.
Bosco will nod. Much like her father. Much like Riker.
Yeah. Do you do any art Brent,
I'm not an artist.
writing, or anything like that?
No, writing I do, I don't think qualifies as anything remotely resembling art. Except for maybe to a lawyer.
Well, I had to ask. A lot of popular TV shows nowadays, Castle being among them, and Bones. So,
The computer froze for a minute there. I heard you talking, Charles, out of, well, my ears, but not out of my headset. So I kind of missed what you said, Charles.
there seems to be a lot of investigative shows on today, like Castle, or Bones, or Lie to Me. So, and a lot of those people tend to be creative. I was wondering if you had a hobby of sorts, along the lines of creativity.
Well, as far as those artists and creative activities, I can't particularly say that I take enough time to be anything remotely resembling passable at it.
But is there anything that you're passionate about?
No, a couple things. Part of the reason that I do what I do.
Okay. Ow. So yeah, you'll see me pull out the silver pin, what looks to be a pin, again, and start playing with it.
What's up with the pin there?
Oh, it's just the next project I'm working on.
A pin?
Actually, I'm part of, or at least trying to get started the cosplay group, and I'm trying to work on the props before actually setting anything up.
Kind of cosplay group.
I kind of pop it open. Men in Black
Mm.
and other sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
You watch sports, and I will continue to play with the pen and take a drink and just do a lot of things that would normally seem distracted, including looking up and giving you my full undivided attention while playing with the pen.
There's apparently an Elysium scene thing going on, so I'm probably going to jump in that because vampire shit's going to go down. So Oscar will just kind of look up, realize that no one's bouncing, and he'll just nod politely to the other two and say, "I apologize, I must continue doing my job."
Well, we can also, I guess, call the scene here because it's 11 o'clock and I work at 6 in the morning. So,
That's fair. Fair enough.
So, I'll end scene here.
Yep.
Well, that was another night of Hong Kong House of Cards. Thank you. Have a good night.